Have you ever wondered how the wealthy lived 100 years ago? In an era shaped by technological breakthroughs, social revolutions, and world wars, the elite enjoyed a lifestyle that seemed like something out of a fairy tale. In this video, we'll travel back in time to uncover the customs, luxuries, and eccentricities of the rich, as well as how their lives contrasted sharply with the rest of society. For the wealthy 100 years ago, the home wasn't just a place to live. It was a statement of status. Lavish mansions with multiple floors, sprawling gardens, and an army of staff, including butlers, cooks, gardeners, and governesses for the children, were the norm for the elite. Their homes were filled with luxuries unimaginable to most: running water, early electricity, and bespoke furniture crafted from the finest materials. Walls were adorned with original works of art, while dining tables showcased silverware and fine porcelain, all aimed at impressing their guests. Fashion was a clear marker of class and wealth. While the working class wore simple, functional clothing, the wealthy dressed in custom-made garments crafted from luxurious materials like silk, velvet, and lace. Women of high society wore elaborate dresses with corsets that emphasized the era's aesthetic ideals, while men donned three-piece suits and top hats for formal occasions. Changing outfits several times a day, whether for breakfast, an afternoon stroll, or a formal dinner, was a common practice among the elite. The rich devoted much of their time to leisure. Extravagant parties were a cornerstone of high society, especially grand balls and private dinners. These events were not just opportunities to socialize, but also to display wealth and power. Live music, from orchestras to private pianists, was a must-have at these gatherings. Beyond parties, the wealthy indulged in opera, theater, and, by the 1920s, the novelty of early cinema. They also enjoyed horseback riding, organized hunts, and polo matches, all considered exclusive pastimes for the upper class. For the wealthy, travel was a luxurious adventure that symbolized prestige. The richest could afford journeys on opulent trains like the Orient Express, or board transatlantic liners like the Titanic, an icon of luxury in its time. Meanwhile, automobiles were rare and exclusive, reserved only for the ultra-wealthy. Brands like Rolls-Royce became synonymous with status. For many, owning a car wasn't just about convenience. It was a powerful symbol of their position in society. The gap between the rich and poor 100 years ago was staggering. While the elite enjoyed unimaginable luxuries, the working class struggled to survive in often harsh conditions. The contrast was evident in every aspect of life. From food, the rich dined on elaborate banquets, while the poor made do with bread and simple soups, to housing, with the wealthy living in palatial estates and workers crammed into overcrowded, often unsanitary tenements. Society at the time was deeply hierarchical. And while the rich often employed people from lower classes in their homes and businesses, there was little direct interaction between the two groups beyond these roles. Wealth brought not just comfort, but also eccentricities. Some millionaires collected extravagant items like rare jewels, exotic animals, and even entire palaces. Safari trips to Africa or Asia were popular among the elite, with photographs of their hunting trophies often displayed as a testament to their wealth and influence. Philanthropy also played a role in the lives of the wealthy, as many funded cultural projects such as theatres, museums, and libraries. However, these acts of generosity often came with an ulterior motive, reinforcing their status and legacy. The lives of the rich 100 years ago were worlds apart from the experiences of the working class, defined by luxury, privilege, and a lifestyle that few could imagine. Yet, their world also highlights the stark inequalities of the time, which eventually spurred social and political changes throughout the 20th century. Today, looking back at how the wealthy lived not only allows us to admire the opulence of the past, but also reminds us of how far society has come and the challenges that remain. What are your thoughts on the lives of the rich a century ago? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating historical explorations.